It's scarier, it's bigger. I never thought it would be possible to have this many intensive care patients.
So you're full, is that right?
Still coming. Go, go, go.
So he's got COVID and he's had a stroke.
Let's secure that.
He could die from this, by the way. I'm sorry to have to say that.
So we're now going to run into a problem because we haven't got any beds.
She loved being a grandmother. Nobody wants to go through this. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. This really is horrible.
As London sleeps, the night shift begins at the Royal London Hospital. Nursing sister Carleen Kelly makes her way to a job that's crushing her in the middle of the COVID nightmare.
Sleep isn't what it used to be.
This is Whitechapel.
There's anxiety when you wake up and you remember what you have to go into. We're fragile and angry.
In the emergency department, consultant Nick Bunker is up to his neck in problems.
So he's got COVID and he's had a stroke.
A new COVID patient has been admitted for every hour he's been on shift. By 3 a.m, 8.
So we're now going to run into a problem because we haven't got any beds.
No beds.
So I had 5 beds to start the night. We've got 2 patients next door who need to come in.
Guys, you're going into A4, just down there. Thank you. All right.
And here's another. Where will he go?
Just bring the back of the bed up, see if that helps. And is he on 100% now?
In pressurized rooms, the patients receive oxygen through masks, their condition monitored, but who may need more sustained help from a ventilator.
Keep it sats below 96.
One man's breathing badly falters.
Just do it, just do it, just do it.
He must be intubated fast. And we watch as medics put him to sleep and push a long plastic tube down his throat, hooking him up to his new breathing machine. When he'll wake up, no one knows. Soon, he'll join so many others here, oblivious to night and day. Cared for by strangers like Carleen, whom we spoke to in the first wave of the virus back in May.
I've felt broken on many occasions, and I think a lot of my colleagues have.
Now, the intensity of the second wave is even more frightening.
I use how I feel about this time, like I'm trapped in a cave and the water is slowly rising and I'm barely keeping my head above water. It's scarier, it's bigger. I was so naive the first time. I wasn't convinced we were going to have a second wave at all, and the huge numbers that have just absolutely slammed us. I never thought it would be possible to have this many intensive care patients, not at all.
Nick Bunker checks on Carleen and all the staff as he helps monitor around 130 ICU COVID patients spread all over the hospital. There were little more than 40 intensive care beds before the pandemic.
Let me know if I need to know.
And he still needs more tonight. A few minutes later, we find a porter with a priceless load. We soon find out how he sadly came upon it.
Martin, tell me, you've just...
Martin Freeborn said he wanted to speak to us.
My wife lost a fight for life. It was a mixture of COVID and an infection that finally finished her off.
And this is literally in the last few minutes?
Yeah, in the last half hour I've lost her.
Her name was Helen, and she was 64.
What's your message to people watching this who perhaps feel that there is no COVID, there is no battle that everyone is fighting?
It makes me really angry. Nobody wants to go through this. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. this really is horrible. It's real, and people really do need to look after themselves and take care, because you don't want this to happen. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Yeah, please wake up, and please be over careful. You can't do enough to keep yourself safe. Don't end up like us, please. That's the 3 grandchildren and my 3 daughters, and my wife in the background looking on. She loved being a grandmother. It was letters from my daughter, but unfortunately she went on the ventilator before she could see it. Dearest Mum, Helen, Grandma, we love you so much. We miss you more than we can say. You are so strong and have been through so much. You are our
hero, our inspiration, our light in this darkness. Until we see you again, and we will. You stay strong as always. All our love.
And forever. That'd be Laura, Lindsay and Megan. It's a sad story, isn't it?